Hello folks, how you doing? Daniel here with 5 Star Property Management. I'm excited to have you here on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content here that we want to share with you regarding property management, regarding tenants, regarding leases, regarding security deposits, just everything we can possibly think of. We're just going to start regurgitating it all back to you guys. And so hopefully you'll find it to be very useful if you ever have to make decisions here in the near future. So anyways, we want to get started, and so we want you to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. If you could just hit that like button and the subscribe, you'll get bell notifications every time we have a new video that comes out weekly. And we're excited. We're excited to be able to give this content away to people so that they can make better informed decisions when it comes to the management of their home. So let's get started with this next segment here. We have 5 things that you need to know in order to choose the right property management company. Now, these are things that are my opinion. I find this to be the most highly effective and useful things to know. I think these are things that you need to know as well when you're getting ready to make that decision on who to manage your property. Obviously, your home is a huge investment, and you want to make sure that somebody is going to be able to take care of it. So first things first, everything we're talking about is related to the state of Texas. And so if you are watching this video, we are located in El Paso, Texas. And so everything we do is obviously related to Texas. And so when I'm talking about real estate agents and things like that, it's all referring to the Texas Real Estate Commission and what they require, things like that. If you're in another state, then you need to follow up with that state's regulations and things like that in order to get better information for you. So starting out, the number one thing that I would do if I was getting ready to hire a property management company, if I'm interviewing somebody, I'd want to know, are they a licensed real estate agent? In the state of Texas, you have to be a licensed real estate agent to lease out a property or manage a property that is not owned by an owner. And what I mean by that is if the owner owns the home and he hires somebody to come and work for him, that person doesn't have to be a licensed real estate agent to lease out their own property. But if they're a management company and they're working for a bunch of owners, individual owners, then yes, they do need to be licensed real estate agents in order to practice real estate in the state of Texas. As far as brokers go, they need to have their broker's permission. If they are not a real estate broker, if they're not a Texas real estate agent broker, they have to have permission from their broker in order to practice property management, because the broker is ultimately liable for everything that agent does. And so there has to be trust accounts that have to be kept in order with security deposits and things like that. So number one, make sure they're a licensed agent. And if they are, make sure they're either the broker or they're working with a broker that has given them permission to practice property management under that brokerage name and license number. Number 2, reputation. You always want to check the reputation of the property manager. And so one thing that I use that I've always found is I try to find associations that are associated with what I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for a good electrician, I'm going to look under some associations that are associated with electricians. Same things with property managers. There are associations that are specifically related to property management. They're national organizations. One is the National Association of Residential Property Managers, NARPM. The other one is IREM, IREM, that's Institute of Real Estate Management. You could go on their websites, you could Google them, and you could find a lot of useful information regarding property management. We are members of NARPM, and so we pay annual membership to be a member of that organization. That is a level of accountability that we have opted to be a part of. To be a member, you have to go through ethics courses, much like realtors have to go through ethics courses. These associations require that their members go through ethics courses. And so those are good resource to look for when you're looking for a good, reputable property management company. IREM, you could look at them as well. I am not a member of them, but I'm sure that they are a great organization as well, and they hold their members to a higher level of accountability as well. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Google reviews. Oh my goodness, Google reviews have exploded over the last 5 years. And so let me just say a couple quick things about Google reviews. They are excellent resource for finding great food, great, great handyman, maybe stuff like that. When it comes to people that know and rely on those Google reviews, you have to be very careful because people are manipulating and taking advantage of that system and causing that review system to be tainted. And what I mean by that is, you would go and leave a Google review and you'd have a great experience, or you have no good experience, you leave the review however so. What's happened now is there are companies out there that you can hire that will go and generate 5-star reviews for your company. They're typically companies that are outside of the United States, and they will have, they may have 200 or 300 of their employees, and that's all they do. You hire them and they will leave you a 5-star review. They've never done business with you. They've never had any of your products or services, but they're doing it because they know that they can boost that up, that people are looking at Google reviews now these days and thinking that they are the ultimate resource for good reputation. Let me just say that that's not the case. And so I'm going to tell you that Google reviews are awesome. They are great, but you have to know what you're looking for. So when you're looking at a company, if you see 500 reviews, if you even see 150 reviews, and they all happened within a short period of time, like anywhere between a day to a week, and you just see all these reviews have just hit their company, good chances are that they hired a company to come in what they call blacklist their review page. And basically it's a way that they get fraudulent reviews, dishonest reviews from somebody that has never done business with you. And that's just not the way the system was set up. And so Google is really breaking down on that, and they're starting to erase a lot of that stuff and retract a lot of those reviews because they know that there are companies out there doing that. What you want to look for in a company is obviously you want to look for good reviews, but you also want to see the steady incremental incline of reviews over time. We at 5-Star Property Management, we have always solicited reviews to our clients, and we've asked for honest reviews. We do make an effort after providing the service that we provide to, hey, we would like your review. If for whatever reason you cannot give us a good review, we would like to know why. Please let us know why that's the case. And so we've had great responses from our clients. And so like I said, you'll have good reviews, you'll have bad reviews. It just depends the type of line of work that you're in. If you have a bad review, I have some bad reviews from tenants. Tenants are not exactly the most happiest people when you have to tell them that they have to adhere to their lease. And so obviously they'll go in and they'll find a way to try to do things. And so they do that, but that's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's a system that was set up in place, and that's what it was used for. If somebody's not happy with your company, they leave a review. Now, I personally don't do that. I don't go to a restaurant. If I had bad service, I don't leave a 1-star review just because, who knows? Somebody could have had a bad day. Somebody did something wrong, whatever the case may be, But you can use the review system in Google as a good benchmark as long as you know what you're looking for in those. All right, next thing I want to talk about, Better Business Bureau. Better Business Bureau. So many people think, oh yes, Better Business Bureau, they are the ultimate. They give you the best review, they give you the best snapshot of what this company looks like. Well, they're not a government agency. They are a for-profit company. And so Better Business Bureau, I can become a member of the Better Business Bureau and I could have an A++ rating. True story, I know of a home builder one time, they had horrible ratings with the Better Business Bureau. Literally the next day they became a member and they shot up to an A+ rating. So I don't technically feel like that's a good way to gauge somebody's reputation based on the Better Business Bureau, because they are a for-profit company. They are looking for people to be members of their organization, things like that. So with that being said, I would say no for the Better Business Bureau. And obviously I don't even know how I could even look and search for a review with the Better Business Bureau these days. Anyways, that is number 2. Number 3 is, what do they specialize in? You need to find out what they specialize in. Are they a single family resident property manager? Are they a condominium property management company? Are they a multifamily property management company? Are they a commercial real estate property management company. There is a big difference. You do not want to hire a commercial real estate agent, a commercial real estate property management company to manage your residential home. You need to find out what type of portfolio they have in relation to what they specialize in, and they need to be the experts in those areas. So, you know, you hire somebody. If you have a 30-unit apartment complex, you're not going to hire a guy that does single-family residence property management. You want to hire somebody that does apartment complexes, or at least has a good mix of apartment complexes and knows what they're doing. All right. Number 4, how do they explain their services to you? They should be able to give you a quick 10-minute elevator speech on everything about their company. You should not be asking questions. They should be able to tell you and answer all your questions before you get to ask them. Now, you will have some questions you will want to ask, but if they don't do a thorough job explaining their services, chances are that they are not professionals. They're not good at what they do. If they're fumbling through it, if you're leading the conversation, chances are that they're not doing they don't feel confident in the services that they're doing in order to be able to properly explain it to you. So some things you want to know about: they need to be telling you about their market analysis on the property. They need to tell you about inspections. How many inspections do they do? New account inspections, post inspections, pre-tenant inspections, periodic inspections throughout the lease. They need to talk about their marketing plan. Their marketing plan has to be more than just putting the home on the MLS. All right? If they tell you, yes, we put the home on the MLS and we syndicate out to, you know, all these different websites, the MLS does all that for us. They have to have other ways to be able to market the home, things like that. Tenant screening: how are they going to screen for tenants? What are they going to do? Are they going to do credit checks, background checks? Are they going to do employment verification checks? Are they going to do rental history checks? I want to know what type of tenant they were with their last landlord. Did they pay on time? Did they not pay on time? All that information, and I want somebody to summarize that for me and give it to me as the homeowner, and then let me make the decision. Let me look at all their information and think, yeah, that's a pretty good tenant. Let's do that. Now, that may not be the case with everybody, so you need to find that out. Move out, move-ins. Who moves in the tenants? Who moves out the tenants? Is it a physical person? Are they just dropping off keys? Are they telling them to open up the lockbox and go in themselves? What are they doing? Okay, so you need to have, there's a process, there's a method for moving in a tenant, for moving out a tenant. There's things that have to be upheld by so that they know that it's being done correctly. And then security deposits. Who holds the security deposits? How the security deposits being held? How do I know if the house isn't damaged, and how much are they going to keep for security deposits? These are all things they need to be able to explain in detail with you and do it in a fairly quick amount of time. All right, number 5 is fees. How much do they charge you? How much are they going to charge you? So standard property management fees could range anywhere between 8 to 12%. We're right about in the middle. We're right at 10%. We feel like there's really no need to charge more. We do great service. We feel like if you like our services, we just stay pretty even keel. There's some people that charge over 12%. Boy, if they're going to charge you that much, you better hope they're doing something a lot more than what the average property management company is doing. And so anyways, with that being said, you want to know how much they're charging on the management side. You also want to know how much they're charging for marketing fees and eviction fees. Okay, well, if their marketing plan is so great, you know, what are they charging you for? Why are they charging you that money for the marketing fee? Is the money up front? Do I have to pay up front? Do you pay yourselves when the tenant gets paid, you know, when the tenant pays, things like that. And so evictions, you know, how much is going to charge to evict the tenant, things like that. So you want to find out all this information, and you want to kind of keep yourself a little tally of all the answers to these questions. And if you need help on this, feel free to give us a call. My number is 915-209-0055, 915-209-0055, and I'll be helpful to answer any questions that you might have regarding property management. Now, I am not a licensed attorney, nor am I a licensed CPA, so I cannot give you advice regarding that. But I can help you, walk you through the process of finding the correct property management company for your home. And so anyways, hopefully you found this information to be very useful. We're glad you're here at our YouTube channel. Look for more videos coming to you real soon. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye-bye.